Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and I got this article pulled up from end of theamericandream.com, and it says, we are witnessing a major turning point in the history of humanity. This came out April 23rd, 2025, and it says, this is the moment when humanity will choose between peace and global war. And that's basically the point of why I pulled this article, because there is no choice. There's no choice whatsoever. The Lord has written a story, and the earth will abide by that story, which we call prophecy, which goes into saying before. And that's why the Lord has his prophets out telling the people that America and the nations are about to be judged, that Esau and the nations are about to be judged. And there's nothing they can do about it. What's done has already been done, and the judgment is coming. And we're out there also, and more importantly, really, to wake up the elect, because judgment is coming. And if the elect would like to escape this judgment, which is going to be nuclear fire on America and on the land of Israel and throughout various parts of the earth, if the elect want to escape that, they have to come back to the Lord. They have to turn back. They have to repent and follow the Lord by his actual words, not these cunningly devised fables that you'll have in Christianity and in Islam and all the various religions. You have to actually worship the Father through the Son in spirit and in truth. 100% truth. You can't just go off and be celebrating these pagan holidays and thinking everybody could be saved and all the things that the Christians think. You have to think as the Lord thinks. And even that, it's just the Lord has given his spirit unto the elect that he set forth, wrote in a book before the world even began. But get back to this article. It says, this is the moment when humanity will choose between peace and global war. And the Lord he's bringing war. There's no choice between this. So sadly, it appears that our window of opportunity to choose peace is rapidly closing. That just means that judgment is rapidly coming. It says, negotiations with Iran have not made progress, and the Trump administration is warning that it is ready to walk away from negotiations to end the war in Ukraine if the Russians and the Ukrainians do not agree to the 7-point deal that is now being proposed. And these are just wars and rumors of wars, in which we are in the beginning of sorrows. So we're going to be hearing about these things, and there's nothing that they could do about it to stop it. Maybe they stop one war, but there's still more war to come, and the major war that is to come. Slovakia says, we have reached one of the most critical turning points in human history, but most people living in the Western world do not seem to understand the importance of the drama that is playing out right in front of our eyes. And yeah, we are in a time of prophecy, so we're watching prophecies coming to pass rapidly, quickly, because the judgment is about to come. Everything is playing out. The MOTB, which is the RFID micro C-HIP, that is on the horizon. That exists now. And the Israelites are standing on their feet and know that they're Israelites for a fact, and understand who the wicked are. The wicked's being revealed. All these things are coming to pass, and the end is very, very near. But not really trying to get too far into this article. The point being is that this is going to happen because it's the Lord's will. And so, going straight into the scriptures, and we're going to start out in the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and down here at the bottom, 55 and 8, Isaiah 55 and 8 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord." And these people don't see that the Lord has a complete and total plan. Otherwise, they wouldn't have presented the turning point as an option. There is no option. It's the Lord's will, and it's His thoughts, and they're far above any human's thoughts. It says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." The Lord created the entire earth and humanity that abides in it. How could any human try to put their thoughts above the Lord? The Lord's His mind and His ways are so much greater than anything we can even imagine. It's going to be, as they say, far out. His mind is far out, and you couldn't even put, if He had an IQ, on a scale, which that's just Esau's made up garbage. But just to bring the point, his intelligence quotient is in the infinite digits compared to humanity's. It says, "For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither," because rain never goes up, it's always falling down. It says, "But watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth in bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." So the Lord He's put these prophecies out here, and we have the understanding that America is Babylon the Great, and that it will be destroyed. There's no way around it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's going to be destroyed via nuclear weapons, and that there's no way that this is going to turn backwards. It's not going to turn back at all. He said He's going to judge the Edomites, who the Edomites are so-called white people, including the small hatters. There's no way they can remove their necks from this judgment that is coming. His word doesn't go out void, and it's not going to turn back, because it all goes into the ultimate plan, which is to set the Israelites up above all of the other nations and have them distribute the law to the nations, so that the earth can be ran in an orderly fashion on heaven as it is on earth, or in heaven as it is on earth. It's going to be this way. The Lord's going to send back Yahushua, or Yahushua is coming. There's no way that could be turned away. And Esau is trying his darndest to keep his rulership, but that is not going to happen, because the Lord has put out His prophecies, and it's to bring down these nations, in which that's where we're going to go now, because He has intents, and these intents are the ultimate intent. So Zephaniah 3 and verse 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai." We're waiting for the return of Yahushai, and we're heralding His coming return. It says, "Until the day that I rise up to the prey." The prey are these different nations, the enemies of the Lord. "For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation." It's righteous anger upon all of the nations. And He's going to gather them all into the valley of Yehoshaphat, which is the Lord's judgment, and He's going to destroy them there, take them out of power. It says, even all my fierce anger for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy, because they touched the apple of the Lord's eye. The Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as are scattered. And there is judgment to pay, and there's no way these nations are going to be able to get out of this coming judgment. They're just going to have to sit in it and bask in those flames and in the Lord's judgment. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 16 and verse 14. It says, behold, the plagues are sent, because this is a part of him bringing down the nations, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. And Lord, just like it spoke of in Isaiah 55, the rain doesn't return backwards, and just as his word doesn't. And in this case, these plagues, they are not going to return backwards. It says until they come upon the earth. They're going to come, and there's no option to go in another direction so that these things don't happen. The wickedness has already been done, and we're just waiting on the judgment to come. Therefore wait ye upon me. It says, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Just as that rain and snow coming down from the heavens and from the clouds comes onto the earth, these arrows, the ICBM missiles, they're not going to return backwards. They're going to come onto the earth. They're going to come down, and there's nothing that any soul could do to turn this away. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? And we have to repent. We turn to the Lord. He is our protection. He's that strong tower of defense that is needed to make it through all of these plagues that are sent. And we're going to hit this ultimate plague that he is sending, because this is why we have to do everything that is required of us. We have to be what the Lord wants us to be in order to escape this judgment. Zechariah 14 and 12, because these plagues are sent out, they're not going to turn away. So we've got to repent and live in the Lord's truth, so we don't suffer this ultimate plague here. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Everyone that has put the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans down. This is what is about to happen to them. And you could go ahead and picture Terminator 2 Salvation Day, where Sarah Connor was there on that fence looking at the children in the playground, and then the nukes come down. This is it. It says their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, just like Sarah Connor in that imagery. And James Cameron had to have read this. It says, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes. So their futures, their sight, their vision, everything's going to go away. And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. All of the scandalous and wicked things that these people say and think, and their wicked plans are about to go away. Their blasphemies that they speak are about to be burnt up. Everything within this world is fading away, and we're watching it. And so we have to turn back to the Lord, because got to escape this. But there's no option to get out of this. It's the only way forth. And so, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, or Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.